Got the blog pulled up.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it. Bitch. We need in 2026, we need to let that stereotype go because it's not a thing anymore, Oxie. It was like twice.
It was not twice. It was more than twice.
It was more than twice, but it's not going to happen again. If we're talking about a blog, I'm going to read the blog. New year, new Michael. Thank you, Brian.
Hello, and welcome back to Xpwaste, where I think I know when I'm going to max again. Hi, I'm Oxie.
And I'm Michael. This is Xpwaste. If you're new around here, thanks for tuning in. We're a podcast that can talk about old school RuneScape. That's why you're here. And we know you love the game as much as we do. So we're happy to have you listening to the show. And we're going to talk about the news, talk about things happening in the game. Sometimes we'll put out a little fun tier list here and there. Those are always good. But yeah, if you're not new around here, also welcome back. It's we always start the year fresh, and I'm feeling fresh, and I hope that you are too. And happy holidays. Hope you guys had a good one. Oxie, how are you?
My man is fresh. I'm good. I've been busy the last couple of weeks. Why didn't we do an episode last week? I don't remember. I don't know if there's anything to talk about.
There was
I think
nothing.
It was like
Nothing was happening.
yeah, it's like we talked to people to come on as guests, and it just didn't work out schedule wise. We're planning on having people on the show, just not last week. And we're like, yeah, they haven't updated the game in like 2 weeks. And we even said, we're like, we'll put it off until Monday if they drop a big blog post. So we just don't record some filler bullshit episode.
Yeah.
And then they didn't release anything until like Thursday afternoon, I feel like.
Yeah.
Thursday morning. So, oh well, we're here now. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got our podcast loaded up. We're ready to go. Blue chewed through the USB cord on my ring light.
Come on, Blue.
So I don't have a ring light right now. Oh yeah, here it is.
Sabotage.
Right here. Yep. She just chewed right through it.
What is with animals in courts?
I don't know, but she's a monster because she likes to sit on top of my PC. So if you're watching the YouTube version, and this half of me looks like oddly shadowed, and this half is very bright because I've got my window open because I like having the window open, a big tall window. And then over here, despite there being light, doesn't look like it. But whatever.
What are you gonna do?
I don't probably set up my old key light from back in the day, honestly. But that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Yeah, I have been busy doing stuff IRL. The most recent thing that has been kind of like relevant that I've been doing IRL, the missus is a big Fortnite girly, and we tried to set up my Fortnite account, or like try to set it back up rather, because I had a bunch of cosmetics from like 2019 or something, but I made my like Epic Games account wrong, or I had two Epic Games accounts. Like I guess I made one years ago when I first started playing in 2018, and then made a new one years later on my PC without realizing it. Then I had to go through like the link and unlink process, which is annoying as shit. If you ever had to unlink an account from your Epic Games account, it's awful. And during the instructions, they say, don't load the game until all steps are done. They don't tell you this until step 4 or 5. So I loaded Fortnite thinking like, okay, we're disconnected, we'll just sign into Epic Games from there. And then it's like, actually, no, you won't. And now my Xbox is like wiped. Like my Xbox Live account doesn't have any information that it connects to anything. It's just like a rogue Xbox account. It's very weird.
Yeah.
But my Epic account still works. So I can still link my Epic account, and now I can just play Fortnite on the PC.
Okay.
When I need/want to with her. So that was a long trial and tribulation. I'm convinced that Fortnite is mostly bots at this point. I'm convinced it's mostly bots playing as players, because I was not that good back in the day. I should not be averaging 5.5 kills a game. Shouldn't be doing it, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't jump into a blitz game and immediately win. That's not how that should work. I'm convinced there are more bots than there are players, because I'm not that good. Anyways, That's what I've been doing IRL. Got all my cosmetics back, by the way.
Yay.
So
What's your
got
favorite
all my like.
cosmetic?
I've got a couple of them. I like the Dark Voyager, like the OG Dark Voyager. I like the OG Plague Doctor. I've got an NFL team skin from way back in the day.
Cool.
So I run around as Calvin Johnson sometimes, which is a lot of fun. I've got some other fun ones, just like old skins.
Yeah.
But there's a huge gap of like you very clearly stopped playing in like 2019 and
Yeah.
just haven't come back
Yeah.
since.
No,
So
no Sabrina Carpenter in there yet.
no, unfortunately, I don't have Sabrina, but you never know.
Here's a
So
here's a question. When are we gonna get the quads going? When are we gonna get the double date?
so funny enough, when you texted me the other night, you're like, "Hey, do you want to do something?" I was like, "No, I'm playing games with the missus." I almost said I'm playing Fortnite, and I was like, "I don't know if the game is even updated, and I don't want to get his hopes up if it's like a 2 hour
Oh,
update," which
yeah.
it was, because I was like, "Oh yeah, we're playing Fortnite." I was like, "Michael's gonna say, hey, let's squad up together." My
Yeah.
shit is not ready to go.
Oh, okay.
And it took a long time to get the game updated and the account sorted. And eventually we just ran a couple of games. And, you know, after we had the audacity to not take top three, because again, kicking everybody's ass, these people are bots, we switched to Halo and played that, which was
Oh,
fun.
fun.
But in game, what have I been doing in game? A shit ton of Yama. When's the last time we had an episode? January
January.
1st?
Well, we recorded it
We've,
in December. It was
yeah,
released, yeah, so, like, 2 weeks ago at this point?
we've been doing quite a bit of, my anyways, hi, I have a cat now. I have done a lot of Yama. We're rapidly approaching that 200 KC mark in the first like 2 weeks of the year,
That's awesome.
which has been fun. So Yama's feeling better. Right now I'm sailing. Like I said, I think I have a goal for when to remax, and I want to remax before Springo because
Okay.
we had our first Springo meeting last night. So we're already planning Springo. Yippee. And yeah, we're thick into that process and figure I can salvage my way while recording and just call it good.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of the glide and then thought to myself, you know what? Unless I'm in a time crunch, I don't need to do this
Right.
because I already have the fabric. So whatever.
I'm really
But yeah.
upset. I'm upset because on my main, I was big into salvaging for, like, 2 weeks. Still
Yeah.
am, but I had a little crash out because I was like, "Oh, I can boost for the rune salvaging hook. This is great." And I'm 73, like, halfway to 74, and you need 74 for the rune salvaging hook, but I forgot the little quirk
Hmm.
of boosting is that you can boost to make it, but if you don't have the level, you can't use it. So I was so excited. I got my rune salvaging hooks. I boosted to make them, like I said. I got all the way out to the salvaging spot, and it's like, "You need 74," and I crashed out. I logged out, and I haven't logged back in since, and I've been playing on the GIM.
Wow.
And, yeah, I'll get
Wow.
back there. I'll get back there because, like, it's really nice to do while I'm editing, and so I too would like to remax and preferably beat Oxie at it, and so if
I
I'm going to
mean,
do that, we gotta get back in there.
honestly, if you have 73, you need 74 or something like that.
Yeah, just go do the glide.
Yeah, I was just say you're not gonna like my answer, and it's just go do the glide.
Or I could destroy my rune salvaging hooks, make adamant ones, go salvage again, and then redo the process.
Yeah, I love that idea. Let's take our boat from where it is, drive it all the way back to a port that has something to repair it. Take everything out, build new stuff, right? Drive it all the way back out to use our salvaging hooks. Hit level 74 and go, yay! Drive all the way back to a port where we can build our ship.
Yeah.
Re-put in the new hooks.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
go all the way back out there for a little bit.
You're
When
explaining
you
the
could just
exact best
the
in slot
glide,
process. No, no, you
the
just
best in slot process
you
is to
just
drive around
explained.
on the glide,
No, listen, you
and then
just
you're good. Then you don't have to waste time doing that, is what I'm saying. I'm looking you up. I'm looking him up. I'm looking him up. Bloodhound with 18 O's. All right.
Brian says it's a simple 2-hour process, Oxy. Come on now.
This man has 73 sailing with 81K left. The average lap of the Gwyneth Glide, let me see.
16K.
OSRS.
Well, that's for the Marlin.
That's Marlin
I think I'm still trying to
time.
get Shark.
To say that's Marlin time, which I don't know if you have. So the shark time is 9K per run
Hmm.
with a bonus XP of 35K when you finally hit the time. So let's do a little quick math here just for funsies.
It would be like an hour, maybe less.
81065. 81065 divided by, we're going to call it 9315. Not even factoring in the bonus if you get it in time. Not
Hmm.
even factoring in the bonus. It's 8 laps.
8 laps. That's so
It's
quick.
8 laps of the shark time, which takes, the target time is 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So let's call it 4 to 4.5 minutes per run.
So about 30 minutes.
So for about a 40-minute time investment, you could just have the level you need and go right back to sailing, which could be even less because you rip the shark time and you take 35K on top of that. That's even quicker. And then
Is
once
it
you get to shark time, you unlock the Marlin time, which admittedly is a little bit longer, but offers way more XP.
is it 35,000 bonus XP for doing the
Yes.
shark time? I thought you said
Yes.
3,500. I was
No, it's
35,000. It's not too shabby.
35,000 bonus XP
How
for
much is
doing
the Marlin bonus?
50.
Holy. Okay, fine. I'll do the Clyde.
This fucking guy, this fucking guy out here. Oh my God. We'll get him efficiency minded someday. But
No, I just had a crash out, and that was the logical thing to do, right? That was the logical thing is to go back as soon as I realized I can't use my hooks, teleport away, go grab my other boat. Could have been done in about 30 minutes. Go back to salvaging, but I said no. I'm gonna play on my GIM, and it's been productive. Let me tell you. I don't want to like step on your toes of your recap, but I've
yeah, I
I've
was
done
just,
a
are we still in my recap? I don't
I
actually
think we are
remember. I thought we
actually. You
just
said
shifted
you're a
into
busy
yours.
woman, and then Fortnite, and now you're talking about Yama.
Oh, no, whatever. Yeah, sailing and then TDs, which are so fucking boring.
They are
But
boring. I'm guessing no synapse because I haven't seen a screenshot yet.
no, no synapse. Come on now. I'm only on my first task. I've only killed like 150 of them. We're not due for a synapse. But yeah, that's
Well, let's
been
hope you're
my,
spooned.
we've since we've shifted into your week. That's all I've done. I think.
Okay.
I don't think I've done anything else.
Well, the only thing I've done is Abyssal Sire. I got an Abbey Demon's task last year, and I had it stored for a rainy day. And luckily, one of my shopping items this year is going to be a bunch of like Abyssal Sire drops from the unsired. And so I'm up to 100 and like 170 KC, I think. And before I started, I was only at 25. So I've done about, actually it's in my loot tracker. I've done 125. So I'm at about 150. So it's it is not that bad. Sire post changes. If you've not done it, like Michael, why are you saying Sire's not that bad? They changed a while back. And by a while back, I think within the last year, they updated it with the summer sweep. I think it was the summer sweep. The little vents have less health. I don't have a Scobo, but if you have a Scobo or some sort of Demon Bane weapon that can get to them, you can one shot them, I'm pretty sure. They only have 50 HP. And they overall made animations quicker, so he walks faster. All around, good fight. I'm enjoying it. And this is probably the most sire I've done because I don't think that I'm very like I have one unsired on my main or two, maybe. So I don't have much sire experience and I'm enjoying it while also being kind of dry for an unsired because they're a 1 in 100 and I'm almost to 200. Halfway. Yeah, like I'm closer to 200 than I am 100. So hopefully before my task is over, I think I have like 23 left on task. Hopefully before that I get an unsired and that would be hype. I will take anything from the unsired except for a whip and maybe a dagger. A dagger would be kind of troll, but literally I'll take anything. Any of the pieces, the pet, the jar. I would just anything from Sire would be cool. And right now I'm doing a Blood Velds task. Currently sitting at 156K from 96 Slayer. So we're slowly getting back into it. I have to look at my shopping list again, but it's pretty extensive. Like there's nothing I can get. There's nothing on there for Blood Velds. but a bunch of other Slayer bosses are on there. And so I'll be doing a lot of Slayer, and hopefully I can do some Slayer and some salvaging on the side. But yeah, I've been busy too. I was kind of relieved not to have an episode last week because it was a busy week for me work wise. I know I've alluded to it, but I started my own business, and I can reveal now that I'm cleaning pools. So it's a pretty lucrative business in the South because seasonally pools are open, like quote unquote open year round. Some people close them, and they close them in the fall and then open them back up in the spring. But for the most part, the weather in Texas has been pretty unpredictable. So you could have a random Tuesday in December that is potentially warm enough to swim if your pool has a heater. And a lot of people have heaters. And so pools stay open year round. And so I'll be working for myself, establishing a pool cleaning route in North Fort Worth. So if you're in the area and you need your pool cleaned, send me a message, and we'll chat. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm only doing it one day so far, and the rest of the other days I'm working for my father-in-law and training my IRL strength. I'm using muscles that I haven't used in a long time, and it feels really good. Like Friday, I had a good day. And I know that seems like nonchalant and, well, you had a good day, but like I had a really good day and I just felt good, because it was my first day cleaning the pools by myself and coming off of a week of working out at the yard and building my strength and just like getting back into the cycle and the rhythm of a regular schedule again after being laid off for like what feels like the 100th time since November. So I've kind of just been moping around figuring out what I want to do since November, and as soon as January hit, it was like this is the year to build a career. And so I'm excited. Very very excited. And I had a great day. We're going to have a great week and build more muscles and be more sore. And as an added bonus, I found out my local rec center that we have a membership to has a hot tub. So I can go there
W.
and soak my aching muscles all I want. Very excited.
W.
Big W. Huge W. W's all around. I'm also off my ADHD medicine. That's going well. I think that I honestly think not that the medicine was like affecting me in any way, but I came to the realization that like I'm feeling good while being off my medicine. It just made me feel even better knowing that like I don't have to rely on that. Cause like honestly, besides doing stuff for the podcast, I'm not sitting at a desk anymore. You know, I'm driving around, I'm out and about, I'm doing stuff. And it seems kind of redundant to be on ADHD medicine when the job that I'm doing 40 hours a week doesn't require that type of concentration. And so me and my psychiatrist made the decision that we're just going to try not being on ADHD medication and see how that goes and see if we go back to it at some point. But I'm hoping not to because, if we can just raw dog life without any sort of medication, I feel better about that.
Get back on medication if you need to.
Yeah, no, that's
Cool, you don't need it. Let me put my professional hat on. Don't do that, Michael or anybody else listening. Yeah, I'm tougher than that. I'll just
no, it's
raw
it's
dog
not
it.
that I'm tough.
Get back on your meds if you need it. If you don't need it, hell yeah, that's great. But if you need it in the future, get
Get
back
back
on
on
that
it. Yeah,
shit.
honestly, that's a good plan. Thank you, Doctor Oxie.
Not a doctor.
Um,
Could be one day, but not today.
Professor? No. Oh. What was your what did the kid call you?
Profit?
Prophet. Prophet. Oh man. Okay, here's a question for you. If you're perpetually busy,
Yeah.
isn't that just normal? And you saying you're busy isn't different than what you normally are, and that's just you?
I mean, yeah, it is just me, but I'm a content creator on a video game podcast. And when I say I've played the video game that I talk about kind of professionally for like 5 years at this point. If I say, yeah, I've only played for an hour, I need to give some sort of
Oh, true.
explanation. Like,
True.
yeah, it's like I am busy. It is the norm. They're like everyone who is not a listener of the podcast, right? Like people who I've gotten close to in TNL, my fencing teammates, my work, my colleagues at work, my friends, my family, they know that I'm busy. And that's just how it be.
Yeah.
The viewer who listens to me talk for a couple hours a week doesn't, and if I don't have anything to say for RuneScape, doesn't make it the best look as a creator. So, yeah, I am busy and I'm going to stay busy for the foreseeable future. I don't really see a world in which I am not as busy as I am long term. But we'll
Hmm.
see.
One day we'll retire and just, have our phones out on rockers in the front porch, retired and playing old school RuneScape. Not
Bro,
today.
it'd be peak.
Well, it's not my episode, but I am gonna tee us up for this one. Nothing happened last week, right? We were waiting for a blog. The blog didn't come, but the blog eventually came, and it's a heater. January 8th, 2026. Getting around. We've got some new quality of life upgrades and updates for this pre-winter summit week, because I think next week is the winter summit. 2
It's the
weeks.
25th. It's 2 weeks from now.
25th. Okay,
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call this blog a heater, but it
bro.
is it's
Let me
quality of
put you
life
onto
for
something.
sure.
The very first thing, okay, and we're diving into this, getting around. The very first thing, holy molies, that's a heater, bro. They want to combine the, what are these? The holy sandals and the mole slippers into a single entity that keeps the usefulness of the sandals while embracing the comfort and charm of the slipper. Don't you? Isn't holy sandals like best in slot for Hydra because of the prayer bonus?
I wear mole slippers to
That's what I'm
Hydra. I'm not a
saying.
bitch. I don't care
So
about that.
so these are now ultra best in slot because they got the mole slippers and the holy sandals. You got the prayer
I
bonus.
mean, I get it, but like in a vein of controversy, I don't really care.
What?
Like
I
Holy
expected to
Mollies
to
and
to
Hooded
talk to
Slayer
you,
Helm are both cool items. Don't get me wrong. They're
bro.
cool cosmetic items.
You're jumping
That's
ahead.
fine. I'm just saying like in general, like it's a quality of life. It's a filler blog because all the big shit is coming in a couple of weeks with the summit. Like it's a filler blog. You guys needed to update the game. It's a filler blog. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I don't that's why I'm saying like I don't know if heater is the term I would use to describe this week's blog or last week's blog, whatever day this episode's coming out on, right? I know what day it comes out on Thursday. It's been a week. Like, I get it. It's a
You're
it's a good way to
obviously
start it. It's a
you're
good
not
way
as
to start
excited as
it.
I. Yeah.
I think it's they chose correctly opening the blog with this because the rest of it is like cool. You're gonna save a tick on agility shortcuts, but we'll talk about it. So
Yeah.
okay, neat. I'm not like foaming at the mouth over these cosmetics. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Man, I guess I did not read the room because I thought you would be ecstatic for these holy molies. But it's a meh update, I guess.
Like
I have
it's
to carry the
again, not
energy on this
even
one.
not even meh in the sense of like I don't want it in the game. Like I'm gonna vote yes for it. They're neat. This isn't like the coolest shit I've ever seen. I think it's cool that they are taking suggestions from Reddit and turning them into the real thing in the game.
Yeah,
Because that's what these both are.
it's
They're
true.
very popular items from the subreddit,
Mhm.
which cool. It's kind of cool for those players to like have their, creations immortalized in old school RuneScape. I think that's awesome, right? I don't think they are bad additions to the game. I'm really not losing my fucking mind over it though,
Oh,
because it feels different from like a League's cosmetic or a Dead Man cosmetic because I'm playing that game mode specifically to get the cosmetics. Whereas this is just sort of like a fashionscape piece, that I'm
This
almost
is
certainly not gonna wear.
this is fashion utility though, because you get to have the slippers and you get to have the prayer bonus. But I'm voting yes. These are sick. The Slayer helmet hood, you've already teased that. Next up, absolutely slaying the hooded Slayer helmet. This one's cool uh, for a lot of reasons, but I don't know if I will rock the hood just normally. Like, you kind of have to wear the Slayer cape. And so this one could be a hit or miss for the regular day-to-day Slayer. We'll have to see how it looks with the rest of the outfit because a hood with a fire cape isn't necessarily the thing, or even an infernal cape, I guess. But, usually the hoods look best with their respective cape. And unless they make it to where you can combine a Slayer cape and a fire cape or infernal cape, it's not going to be. I just don't think this is something that I'm going to wear a lot, but it is cool to have the ability to do it. A hooded Slayer cape with your Slayer helm rather. Should we allow players with 99 Slayer to spend 1,000 Slayer points to unlock the hooded Slayer helm cosmetic? Yes, that is a yes for me.
Yeah, like, this one looks really cool. I agree. The hooded Slayer helm is a cool concept. I don't think this is going to look very good with pretty much any other piece of gear you wear for Slayer. I don't foresee it looking great with, like, let's say you're on a range task, crystal. It's not gonna look good
It's not
with
gonna look
full
good.
crystal unless you have black crystal. Like, if you don't rock the black
Ooh,
crystal, it's not gonna look good, right? I
yeah.
don't think this is gonna look good with proselyte or sunfire. It might look good with elite black knight armor, maybe.
Mm,
I don't think this is gonna look that good with ancestral. Like, I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it matches. Like, it's very dark, it's very black, and the only accent color on it is red, which doesn't match with a lot of things. Whereas, like, obviously, looks may not be the biggest thing in the world, right?
sure.
Some people they use it for a flex. You're flexing your 99 Slayer with it, so it's not that big of a deal. Like, I know the Verzik helm in particular doesn't really look good, in my opinion, with a lot of things. Like, I don't mind the Jad helm so much, but the Verzik helm, because it's that, like, kind of muted purple, stands out against everything else, which is a little
Yeah.
strange. So I don't know. I think it's a cool update. I don't I don't think I'm gonna unlock it for 1,000 points. I recently
It
had
is
to
a lot
spend
of
1,000
points.
points. I recently had to spend 1,000 points to get the Araxite Slayer helm, uh, to get my white Rancor on the main
Worth it.
finally. But
Hell yeah.
like, was it like the white Rancor is cool. Like, the
Well,
white
the
Rancor seems like more of an interesting flex than you
the
know.
Ra- the Araxite helm is probably top three, and by top three I mean King Black Dragon number one, the purple helm number two, and Araxite number three. That's my top three. I don't know what do you have a top three?
Probably the three from combat achievements,
Oh my gosh.
but I I mean, don't get me wrong,
That
like, the
you
Araxite head is
own.
cool, the
Oh, I
Araxite
don't
head
know
is
the
cool, the
Araxite one.
Hydra head is cool, like, I get it, they are cool, just I don't know. Maybe when I get Masters, my mind will change because I do kinda think the Verzik helmet is not that good looking, and I'll have the Master Avernix, so it won't really matter, but anyways, cool updates. Very cool that players are getting their items in the game. Am I stupid, though? They did not credit the people who posted it on the subreddit, though.
I did
That's the
not.
only thing that I was like, I wish they would have done something to credit the people who actually posted this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was your original idea, credit it. That's the only thing I wish they would have done for this blog, you know?
It might be just the fact that it was posted so long ago and they can't find the actual original. 'Cause these have been floating around for a long time and posted here, reposted there. Somebody else thinks they thought of it. So yeah, it'd be cool to shout out the original person, but maybe they just couldn't find them. Like
I
figure
mean,
out exactly who did it first. That's my thought.
personally switch weapons against this tormented demon and not get my shit kicked in. Too late, got my shit kicked in. Um, just gonna search hooded Slayer helm. Let's see, top all time. By appropriate deal 891. No, that's not it. It wasn't. It was from 9 months ago. Who posted this? You're right. It is definitely hard to find. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like Rukilo.
Okay. But how long ago?
Ruqilo. I don't know.
Oh, because yeah, like the idea of a hooded Slayer helm has probably been floated since even before old school. Just the idea. I mean, the Slayer helm is an old school edition, but well, maybe it wouldn't then. Do they have Slayer helms in RS3? I don't think they do.
They might have something similar. I don't know if it's the same thing that we know it as, but Tiki points out that it's a useful piece of fashionscape, which is neat and unique.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm not going to spend the points on it, but it's very cool.
Yeah, I think 1,000 is a lot. Now that you mention it, like you're already 99 Slayer, and it's a cosmetic. Just make it. I w- 90 like 1,000 is a lot.
It's in line with all the other
Like,
recolors. I get it. Like I
yeah,
get why they did it. So like I applaud them for the consistency.
sure.
I just don't feel like spending 1,000 points.
No, it's a
I
lot.
don't know.
So next up on this blog is the actual meat of it. I think those first two were just kind of like, hey, check this out. But this is the getting around portion, and it really focuses on QOL updates related to traversing Gillinor, whether that's through teleportation or agility shortcuts. First one is adding some much needed teleports to the portal nexus.
This could be a big one. This is probably the
Yeah.
biggest one of the update.
Which one on here are you most excited about? Like, we definitely needed insert teleport.
The Trollheim teleport for God Wars Dungeon would have been super useful years ago before they released the IUDs that teleport you
Yeah.
there, the combat achievement, whatever. Lasser is gonna be big for clue scrolls. It's gonna be fun if you're it's gonna be good for clue scrolls, and it's gonna be really nice for Turiel boosting as well. Lasser is gonna be very convenient for that. Save you a couple ticks on those journeys there, on those little treks that you have to go on. What else? Teleport to boat? Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Ice
Barbarian's big
Plateau?
too.
Ice Plateau, another really good one. Another really good one for clue scrolls. The Lunar Barbarian is Lunar Barbarian Outpost.
I don't think
I think it
so.
might be. I think
I'm
the
on
Lunar
ancients right now, so
Teleport.
I have no idea.
Yeah, so it's Barbarian Outpost, which
Oh,
does save a couple of ticks if you're doing the medium clue step there, but is
yeah.
not super important because there's the games necklace right there.
Right.
Port Khazard, actually kind of nice for sailing. Yeah. For the life of
All
me, I
around
don't know
good
where
stuff.
Dariak is. Oh, Dariak is the Dariak is crazy archaeologist.
Oh, so you got some wilderness ones
Teleport
in there.
right into crazy arc, which is cool. But
Sick.
yeah, there's some neat teleports that are finally joining the Nexus. It's one of those like, why were they not in the Nexus to
Yeah.
begin with?
Why is
Like I don't know
every
what the
teleport not
weird
there?
restriction was. And I'm glad we're just moving past that and saying like, yeah, whatever, we'll put them all in the Nexus. You know, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Here's my question reading through some of these. Why is this being pulled? It's
People are
missing.
weird.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it follows their credence of some sort of like this this does change the game a little bit. So they
It
want to
Yeah,
do
it
things that
changes
change the
like the
game.
paths people can take, like teleporting to the Urania altar. You know, I feel like you're using an extra step by not just teleporting there with lunar essence, but like just more convenient to get there initially. Port Khazard is like I don't know, like the things
Yeah.
that they are suggesting are not by any means game breaking, but they
Mm-mm.
do shift the way people do things in a way that like, yeah, okay, we can pull it. You know, like
Mm.
I think a lot of this stuff is not the best in slot method, though it does make some things mildly more convenient, like clue scrolls and Turiel boosting and shit like that.
Yeah. Next on the list, partially charged teleport crystals. I have not interacted with teleport crystals in a long time. I do occasionally to like if on my main I had the unlimited one, but on my iron I don't often go to Letia. After finishing Song of the Elves, or like anywhere I go in the Elflands, it's like I'm going to Prif.
And how do you get to Prif?
Get to Prif via the Spirit Tree.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yeah. So I have the Spirit Tree in my house, and like it's like I don't know, a 10-second walk to the bank. It's not too far. But I guess other people are using the teleport crystals to go to
I
Prif.
say I use them all the fucking time. That's why I was
Yeah.
so confused.
But with this change, you'll be able to charge any like you'll be able to charge your crystal even if it is not at zero. Because currently, Elund will only recharge it if it's drained fully, and now they're making it to where even if it's just like even if you have one, you don't have to waste it and then charge them. So it makes it a little more efficient. What I would like to see with teleport crystals is some way so they stop cluttering up the bank so much. They made they made certain items like any item that you have has the same amount of charges no matter how many of them. So things like if there was an update, they could do rings, they could do necklaces to where it's one static item, and no matter how many charges you use, all of the other ones in your bank go down. I think that was pulled at some point, but it may. But I'd like to see them do that with the teleport crystals because it's kind of annoying to have teleport crystal parentheses one, parentheses two, parentheses three, and just have like three bank slots. I think that's why I don't use them, is because it's kind of annoying. But maybe that'll come in the future. I actually didn't know that they could go up to five with the Western Provinces Hard Diary.
Yeah. I've not known them to go anything below 5. I actually was very surprised that they went below that. I've
Yeah.
always had them at 5.
Yeah. Without the diary, it's three, which
Mm.
it's not enough to like make it useful for me. But I have the Western Provinces Hard, and now I should go charge up all my crystals and start using them because if there's a better way to get to Prif and I'm not doing it, I should do that.
I was gonna say, I don't entirely agree with the let's just add charges and let them deplete because you either accidentally just end up draining all your crystal teleport seeds, so it's only ever worth having one in the bank at a time, like a ring of dueling, which makes it a pain in the ass for Iron Men, or you accidentally create a ring of eternal dueling before you have a jewelry box in your POH.
Mm.
So I get why they do it, though it is admittedly really annoying. If the crystal teleports are that big of a problem and you're already in Prif, set up a cannon and kill elves. It's only a 1 in 1,000. So
Oh yeah. Oh,
and elves are fairly quick to kill. Kyrandia says also you can move your POH to Prif, which is helpful. There's also a teleport on the construction cape to get to Prif.
I need to get my construction cape. I've had that banked now for a year. Just haven't had the will or the desire to do a bunch of mahogany homes. But it's banked. Got to do it. I'll take this next one and then maybe you can talk about a couple other ones, but this next one's faster agility. It just means that some of the shortcuts around the game will be less laggy and it'll actually feel like a shortcut. Stepping stones will require one click instead of a bunch. You won't be
Mhm.
standing awkwardly before you actually do these actions. You'll go faster through the shortcuts, and unnecessary delays will be removed, meaning you won't be left standing. So, I that'll be a yes for me. Again, this shouldn't be pulled. This is an improvement to the game. Why? Like, who's going to vote no? I'm sure there'll be people who vote no because there are people out there who just vote no to everything on everything for no matter what it is.
Are there?
Yeah,
Like I'm sure somebody
there
I
are
don't
people
know.
who fight like
I've never
spite vote no on everything.
I mean, sailing's already in the game. Get over it. Like, what are people possibly spite voting for at this point?
Some people just want to see the world burn, Oxy. They just do it,
I
you know?
don't know if I've ever seen that, but I suppose I don't disagree. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Whoop, I'm actually gonna die. Whoop, cringe. Almost died. That's funny. But yeah, this is gonna be really helpful for have you ever gone through like the brutal blue dragon area of the catacombs of Korend to get to the steel dragons or to get
Yeah.
somewhere in that
Yeah.
area?
It's
Those stepping
annoying.
stones that are in the catacombs are fucking awful.
Yep.
So it's going to be nice that those are not like that anymore. Big ups to that for changing that. The other one is the Champions Guild. Um, the Champions Guild rock jump to get to Draenor Manor.
Yeah.
That one's annoying as shit as well. So I like that they're updating the rocks in particular. The stepping stones, like, yeah, we've needed this for a while. Thank you.
The Hydra shortcut's getting an update too. So I'm
The
excited to
Hydra shortcut getting
see
faster is real nice.
that. Yeah. It's already kind of fast, but I think they tried to make it to where this shortcut is about the same length of time as if you were to run. And that was the idea. It's like, it's not giving anybody an advantage, it's just making it more convenient, but they're actually changing it now. It'll actually be an advantage, which it should. Shortcuts should be shortcuts. Like, it should go
Yeah, it should
faster.
have really should have always been an advantage, but yeah, no, I think that one's super cool. Been waiting for that update for what feels like fucking ever at this point. Draenor to Port Sarm Tunnel, Falador Crumbled Wall, which I didn't think was a particularly slow one to begin with.
It doesn't feel
Rocks
slow.
northwest of Corsair Cove. I don't know if I've ever used those. The Calphite Queen entrance. Do they mean the Elite Diary one or the actual rope to get down there? I don't know. The Falador fence jump.
Where's the fence jump?
Let me pull up my map here because the same
Fence jump? Is it by the farming
Falador
patch?
fence jump. No, that's just like those are gates.
Hmm.
Falador fence jump, not the crumbling wall, not the grapple wall, not the underwall tunnel.
The crumbling wall is different. They
Yeah,
mentioned that one.
I'm really stupid with a Falador
I've never
fence
seen a
jump.
Falador fence.
Let me. That's it. I'm pulling up my skills guide here real
Do
quick.
it.
Hold on.
Killing
Agility
Bloodfelds.
shortcuts. Falador agility shortcut. That looks like the underwall tunnel.
You pull up your map and see if there's any green arrows.
Yeah, that's what I just looked at.
Oh, Falador fence. Maybe they're adding one. No, it says
But-
a range of existing shortcuts. No.
I was just say exactly where. Oh, you know what I bet they mean? Do they mean the fucking fence from Taverley? Do they
Fence
mean the
from
one that
Taverley?
like by the Chaos Temple where you go through? Not Taverley, Berthorpe.
Berthorpe?
The Chaos Temple, Berthorpe. Do they mean that, or
Oh, like way north?
I don't? Yeah, because
Is there a fence jump there?
there's a little like you kind of like squeeze through a wall. That's the thing. I
Interesting.
don't know what they mean, but if somebody could tell us what they mean by Falador fence jump, that would be ideal because I'm looking around that area of Asgarnia, and for the life of me, I have no idea what fence they're even talking about.
Yeah.
Let alone unless they truly mean like a style that you jump over. Like, but they shouldn't need to speed that up. I don't know.
I feel like fence jumps are generally pretty quick. Unless you have to unless you're just
Do they mean the
it's-
Varrock fence jump?
who knows, dude?
Like, do they mean the fence jump, the level 13 one by Varrock? Do they mean that one? Because that's the only one that I can think of, like, off the dome right now.
Hmm.
I don't know. But anyways, the Dwarven Mine Crevice, which is in there somewhere. Yeah. That's by the teleport thing. And then the Hydra shortcut. What about that one at the Fally Herb Patch? There isn't a shortcut at the Falador Herb Patch. I don't think. I'm going to the Herb Patch.
Wait, that's the
Like,
one that
I'm-
I thought it was.
But I didn't, but it doesn't look like there's actually, according to the mini map, there's not actually a shortcut there. Like, I think it's just a gate thing.
Hmm.
Here, let's teleport. There is one. There's an
On
agility
the spot
shortcut.
journalism.
There's a style that leads you into the Cabbage Patch, right? There's a style that leads you in there.
But why does
Another
that need to be faster?
style.
Who's going into the cow
There's
pen?
another style that is, wait for it. Okay, it's 5 ticks to get over the style. Who is going into the cow pen when there is a ring that teleports you there? Hop the fence south.
This
Is it a clue step? Not to my knowledge.
Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Maybe we're stupid here on the XP Waste podcast.
Cranny
Yeah.
says it's south of
So
the Cabbage Patch.
south of the Cabbage Patch, there's just another style there.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. We get over there on my True Tile Guitar account. Yeah, it's the same 5 ticks. Same 5 or
Well,
6,
maybe they'll make it
whatever it
like 2
is.
ticks or something.
But
Those 3
I
ticks are important,
guess
Oxie.
they could be important if there wasn't a teleport that put you right there.
Yes.
That was what that's my question. Maybe I'm the stupid one.
It's the
I
early
think
game.
we'll call it that. That's like early game though is the thing.
This helps. Listen, this is
that's
going to
too
help
early.
some Snowflake Iron Men a lot. You know, it's going to help some Snowflake get faster farming XP or something.
Well, who am I to deny them the pleasures of fast farming XP?
Not I. Why don't you take the next one?
What is the next one? Let's see. Quetzal Whistle improvements. Thank God. They're adding a teleport menu from the Quetzal Whistle so you don't have to teleport to the Hunters Guild every single time.
Oh, great.
Thank
That's
God.
awesome.
Yeah. Thank
Because
God.
what I was doing was I was using the Quetzal whistle to get to a Quetzal. Then you basically go from there. It's like you're just cutting out the middleman. It's great.
Yeah. So very nice that they are finally making that change. I understand why it may not have been in the game initially. Like, okay, sure, I get it. You wanted people to interact with Varla more. It's been long enough. We could just open up a menu. That's
Mm.
cool. Nothing wrong with that. Additionally, with Quetzal whistles, you can now reclaim them. I'm pretty sure.
Beautiful.
Players who have already obtained the perfected Quetzal whistle blueprint and who do not currently have one in their inventory bank or any item storage should be able to reclaim it from the Hunter Guild, which is nice because I guess if you're an Iron Man, those blueprints are a pain in the ass to get. I think I've gotten the perfected Quetzal whistle on my main, but I just bought it.
Yeah.
I just bought one of them bitches, you know? So that was my strategy for doing that on my main account. So you can reclaim them. That's nice as far as Quetzal whistle things. So look at them. More quality of life improvements. Speaking of quality of life for the extreme early game, this
The
is
River
quality of life.
Doog?
Dune.
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 Is that
Whatever
why
it
it's called
is.
Ardoin? That's fun.
Yeah. It's the same. That's why it's called Lumbridge. It's the River Lum.
But what does R have to do with anything? Ardoin?
It's
Is it
just
like by the Doin?
it could just be a fucking like prefix, you know?
Eldoin. Ardoin. I've never
I
put
don't
two and
know.
two together, and I didn't know this river had a name. These are the things you miss when you don't read blogs, guys. But we're adding canoes. This is great. You said early game, but I think this is still going to be a little bit useful because what like the meta now to get to that clue step by the little observatory, go to Castle Wars, run north. This could change it a little bit, I guess. You got to bring an axe though. Good luck with that.
I feel like I again, it could the observatory run north, like Castle Wars run a little bit north and you're basically there. My concern is that it's going to pop you out on the other side of the river with that second one. So the one's right by Castle Wars, right? That pops you out on the other side of the river by the farming patch. Yeah. Again, could be maybe a tick or two faster, but at the same time, you've got spirit trees and just a shortcut out of the gnome stronghold for the actual farming patch.
It will be nice for that. It will be nice for that fruit tree, because right now the best way to get to that fruit tree is to go to Gnome Village, have the guy escort you out of the maze, then run around. And if you just bring an axe, you go to the fishing guild first and start from there.
Yeah, I'm saying I genuinely don't know if it will be shorter or not.
Hmm.
Like I feel like it could very well be the same amount, if not more, ticks to go through the chopping animation
Oh,
and the traveling animation to get there. So I'm not 100% confident that that is going to be. That's why I say like this is an early game update. Like for our accounts, we're never going to use a fucking dugout canoe to go down the River Doyen or whatever it is. We're not doing that, you know? But a brand new account, a brand new league account perhaps, or a brand new like Iron Man, a new group, a new hardcore, like everybody loves the early game RuneScape experience. This will help benefit that 100%. This is absolutely going to help that because this area of the game is very awkward to navigate in the early game. You've got the monastery teleport. You've got a mini game teleport that resets every 20 minutes, right? You've got the Ring of Dueling Castle Wars, and you've got the fucking what's it called? The seed pod, or the
The Royal
spirit
Seed Pod.
trees,
Yep.
right? But the problem with the Royal Seed Pod is you don't have that in your inventory until post Monkey Madness 2. That's when getting there is kind of a nuisance, right? So you have
Yeah.
like fairy rings or whatever other random shit you have to just sort of teleport around. I mean, I don't think this is a useless update by no means. I really think this is a great early game update. But I think once you get to the mid game and you can start teleporting around more readily, I don't think this is going to fall by the wayside pretty quick.
Canoe types and level requirements would remain unchanged, and we'd like to make sure you can still use the route even if you forgot to bring an axe. That's huge.
They would just probably have an axe there.
Oh. Well, still cool. I thought they were going to
Like,
change it to
yeah,
where like you could use that teleport system without needing to have the axe. It just
no,
assumes.
if I was a betting man, they'll just do like how they have in Bryophyta, where there's just like a log with a bronze axe sticking out of it.
Mm,
That's what I imagine they'll do. They've done a really good job in the last couple of years in making it so that any other tools you need are just around,
chilling.
since they
Yeah.
won't for some reason give us a tool belt. The J mods seem, from what I have, whether it's the J mods or the community or whoever, it doesn't seem like a tool belt is ever going to make its way into OSRS, which, like, okay, that's fine. That preserves some old school elements. And I think that's why it's not happening, is because the addition of a tool belt would take away the use case for the tinderbox and the axe and all this other stuff. Like, I understand it why we're not going to get one, but because they're not doing that, they've done a really good job of making it less annoying to have to go back and bank. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I think this is cool.
This next one is probably my favorite, and it's spirit tree level progression. So currently, the way that spirit trees work is you have at level 83, you unlock your first one, level 91, you can plant a second, and then you're stuck. You're stuck with two spirit trees unless you boost for them. But until 99, you can't make any more. So it says these limits date back to 2013 when the number of spirit tree locations was much smaller. Since then, the network has expanded, but the level requirements haven't kept pace. So the proposed changes would be you still unlock a spirit tree at 83. That's great. But they're going to give us what looks like two extra spirit trees until you reach 99. So at 88, you get two, 93, you get three, 96, you get four. And then at level 99, you can continue to plant as many as you want. So this would be cool. This would be cool. I would definitely utilize this because at the moment, this unlocks what is it? I can boost I could boost to have up to three at 87, which is pretty neat. So it's an extra spirit tree for me. Right now I have two, and I we stuck with two until it looks like 94 when I could boost to 99 to plant another one. So we got more options. If you're already 99, this doesn't really change much. Doesn't change anything at all, actually. And a lot of people have 99 farming. But for those who are still on their way, this adds a lot more options along the way, which is great.
Yeah. It's the upgrades, the quality of life upgrades that we need. No, we didn't know we needed. Speaking of upgrades we didn't know we needed, Trouble Brewing rum teleports.
What?
You can now teleport to Trouble Brewing
Woo,
despite there being a minigame teleport. We're just gonna
woo.
glass over that one.
Okay.
Revenant Cave teleports finally has a fucking configure option, so you don't end up in the deepest part of the wilderness
Oh, nice.
immediately, which is nice. Gotta be nicer to get to orcs without taking so much unnecessary damage on the way over.
Yeah.
Big appreciate that because everybody knows orcs is the best spot to kill revs, right? Orcs is top tier. Everybody loves orcs. There's gonna be a lot of unpulled changes as well. you can now have a favorites menu for fairy rings, which is cool.
Sick.
Driving me fucking insane that they're adding a new grouping teleport spell. Hate that.
Do
Hate
you?
that. Why do I hate it, Michael? Because
Well,
they're
probably
once
because
again
it
gonna fucking
changes.
move the position of high alchemy, and it pisses me off. But at the same time, I've grown to realize that I play with spell filtering on. So if I don't have the runes to cast it, it's not gonna show up. I am a little annoyed though because like as a teleport option, this will just be in the way and will move some things even when it's filtered because this will
Yeah.
be on every spell book.
Yeah.
So it will like let's say I go over to my teleport menu option now. I don't have a good example because I don't have any teleports on either one of my accounts at this particular moment. Or just I like only have teleports in the iron, neither here nor there. This is gonna shift like the position of where your thralls are.
Yeah.
Or like the position of your death charge or the position of your ice barrage. Like this is gonna adjust it a little bit where if you play with spell filtering like I do, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And their whole logic for that was like, yeah, we support it on Runelight. We don't really care. Just move the spells where you want them.
I think that's so
Which like,
funny, but it's so valid.
okay, checkmate, dude. You know why it pisses me off a little bit? Look on the bottom. Look on the bottom right of that spell book.
It's one spot
There's an
left.
open slot right there next to Fire Surge, and
They could
y'all
have done it.
motherfuckers, y'all motherfuckers had to put it in the
Well,
worst spot possible. I don't
it
know.
denotes
Again,
that it's a level 0 to cast it because it does go up in level as you go down to the top left to the bottom right.
oh no, yeah, I
So,
get it. Trust me, I'm not gonna vote no on this, considering it's unpolled. But like, I don't think it's a bad addition.
sorry,
I'm
that's
just
funny.
bitching for the sake of bitching at this point.
Why are
Like,
you bitching?
because it's
Good
what I
vibes
do,
only.
Michael. We're content creators. We have to stir controversy in some way. We have to give a controversial opinion to allow people to talk about our show. It's all self-centered, you
Oh my
see.
gosh. I get you. The real reason this is huge is because currently it's such a convoluted way to get to the minigames teleport menu. Before the changes, there was like interface changes to where grouping was not hidden away as much, but then they gave us like the character summary page and that messed with some things.
Yeah, when they moved everything to like one category, that really
Yeah.
fucked a lot of things
Cuz
up, I feel like.
didn't it used to be quests, achievement diaries, and grouping was how you would find it. And then under the
Yeah.
grouping, you would be able to, yeah, because now, yeah, now it's
Because
under,
that
you
used
have
to
to,
also have the fucking the favor, didn't it? That used to have the
the
favor tracker
favor, it
back
did.
in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, I feel it, man. I wish I had my old screenshots before my laptop or my computer. Like, remember the hard drive died a couple of years ago? I wish I still had some of those old
Mm,
screenshots that showed that because the 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 way this game used to look really has changed a lot with the
yeah.
interface.
Yeah. And it kind of,
So
the grouping teleport just got shoved into a corner essentially because you've got all of your chats, but then on the, in nestled in those chats is a way for you to teleport, which as a new player, that would be on the level of how confusing like the RS3 menus are. And so I get it. As an old school player, I'm used to it. It's fine. I know exactly where to go. But as a new player or returning player, it doesn't make any sense. So having the ability, like we always have a home teleport, it makes sense. It's where it should be in the spell book. Minigame teleport goes right next to it. That makes sense. That's fine. I love it. Dedicated grouping teleport. A couple of smaller ones here. Last destination on a spirit tree and the ability to click on the lunar return orb without a delay. So that one is kind of nice. If you've got the elite Fremenic diary, there's an orb that sits on the table in the bank on Lunar Isle, similar to how. So the way that that actually happened was people started using the fact that you get teleported to Relica if you're not wearing the seal of passage. They were using it to their advantage, and it
it
became
was the
a
fastest way to get to
fastest. Yeah,
Vorkath
exactly. So
before you
once
have the elite diary.
Vorkath came out, it's really a very quick way to get to Relica, especially the fact that you're teleporting from a bank for free, essentially. So there was an uproar. I say uproar, but once you finished the Fremenic Diary, one of the benefits was that you don't have to have the seal of passage anymore. So suddenly, people who were using this as a way to get to Vorkath quickly didn't have a way to get to Vorkath quickly anymore because nobody was telling you to leave the island. And so they placed an orb down. You click on that orb, and it teleports you to Relica. There's a small hiccup, I guess, with you when you click the orb. You have to like confirm that you wanted to. They're just making it toggleable. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, last destination on all spirit trees. If you're using spirit trees a lot and the lunar orb, you can toggle the warning essentially. Got a couple more on the unpulled changes. I'm going to ask you, Oxie, was the fight pits something that ever crossed your mind before you read this blog? The fact that
Once
it
per
needed
account,
improvement?
yes. Yep, once per
Okay.
account, it crosses my mind. I did see some discourse on this from various discords that I'm in where people talk about it. It's like updating Castle Wars.
Okay.
This is an update for like 1,000 people,
Yeah.
maybe, right? This is not going to be something the people wanted or cared about,
Sure.
but
That's
it's
how I feel.
also not going to be something that impacts literally any part of the game's progression. If you have done the Tazar fight pits, which most people listening have, first of all, if you haven't, the fuck aren't you doing your diaries for? Don't make me come find you, first of all. Second of all, you've only done it once. You have a buddy come in and you either let them kill you for their diary or they let you kill them for your diary. You're not spending a substantial amount of time to know that, like, by the way, rangers spawn in there. If you didn't know that, no need to be in there. They do,
All of the mob
you know?
spawn.
Well, now they all will spawn. Prior to
Mm,
this unpulled change, when it comes out, it's just rangers.
gotcha.
And now they'll have every Tazar up to Jad
Sick.
going in, which will be fun, I guess.
That's kind of how I
The fight
feel.
pits also not that big. They make it seem like you can run really, really, really far away in the fight pits and just hide. Not really. They're not that much smaller than the fight caves, so I guess like you can't like render in for everyone. Yeah,
It's a
this is as
meh
close as we have to like a RuneScape battle royale. No,
oh,
the closest we have is LMS. Not
LMS.
that's whatever. This change doesn't affect people, and if you're like, oh, I don't understand it, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's unpulled. It's unchanged. The only reward from the fight pits is a skull you get over your head. I promise you, it's not ever made a difference to your account progression.
Yeah.
You're good. We don't need to spend a million years talking
No.
about it because you're good. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Moving
That's
on.
literally how I feel. Literally, that's why Michael's like, "Oh, this is a heater of an update." I'm like, "Is it though?" Like, there's some interesting stuff, but there's also like fight pit changes. Like, who fucking cares? So, all the other stuff, like pickpocketed runes going to the rune pouch. Did you know that they didn't do this?
I I can't tell you a
Because I
single
didn't.
place where I've ever pickpocketed a rune. Let me tell you.
I can tell you, I do in leagues when I pickpocket heroes for a short period of time.
Wow.
When I do leagues or gridmaster, and you
Huge.
teleport and you pickpocket enemies that only have rune drops, like chaos runes or whatever. Yeah, I do it then. But other than that, no. And honestly, cool. I didn't know this wasn't a feature, so I'm glad this is getting added.
Here's why I'm confused. This is a pulled change. Why is this a pulled
Unpulled
change?
chains.
No,
This is
these
an
are
unpulled
pulled.
change.
This is pulled. Scroll up a little bit. Other pulled changes.
Why the fuck? Why the fuck would they put unpulled changes in the middle? Jagex, why the fuck would you put unpulled changes smack in the middle of
Oh,
the?
come
Who wrote
on.
this blog?
Come on.
Put the unpulled changes at the end.
This is why we can't
Why
have it.
in the
This is
fucking
why
world
AI
is this a
sucks.
pulled chain?
These all
But then
are.
at the very
next ones
end,
are.
they have raid broadcast tweaks as an unpulled. Guys, I know we expect perfection. What are we doing? You know? Anyways, I didn't know this was pulled. I also didn't know this wasn't in the game. Whatever. I'm going to breeze over this question with a yes. The last notable thing is the herb sack being expanded. This is gonna absolutely fuck for
Yeah,
Slayer and
huge.
Herbivore.
Love it.
If there you can hold up to 100 of each grimy herb, which also means that the Forester's pouch, when you do leagues or Gridmaster and shit, is probably also gonna
Oh,
hold up to 100 of that too, which will be pretty convenient.
what if it
So
looks like the Forester's pouch? What if they use that sprite? That'd be cool.
that could be cool. Could be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I like they're adding something to the Seractus table, the pristine spider silk. Hopefully it's a collection log so I can go back to Seractus, but
I want to talk about that. To me, it seems both fitting and random. So what we're talking about is the silk lined whatever. You get a drop from Seracnus that the pristine spider silk is what we're
mhm,
getting. So you combine your current herb sac with the pristine spider silk, and that
mhm.
makes it the silk lined herb sac. Number one, why does silk make more herbs possible? Not sure. And then two, again, it just seems random from Seracnus. I know that there was, I've seen discussion about like the herb sack is a skilling item, so why not have the upgrade come from skilling? If that feedback has been given, something could change to that extent. If this doesn't pass, then they go back to the drawing board and they figure out a way to make that come from skilling because yeah, you get the herb sack, you can get the herb sack from skilling. You get it either from, I guess you get it from Slayer, but you can get it from Tithe Farm. So now why not make the upgrade also come from Tithe Farm?
No, 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 no,
That's what I'm
no, 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 no,
they're
no,
just
no,
these are my
no, no,
thoughts. These
no.
are my thoughts here. If it's a skilling item, having it come from a boss that drops noted herbs doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the what I think of is the other upgradable sack that we all use also comes from skilling.
Hmm,
It also the rune pouch comes from Mage Training Arena
right?
now,
But the
which
upgrade
is
comes from
a
PVM.
fully skilling mini game. You cannot convince me otherwise. That is like, yes, I know magic is a combat skill. I'm not an idiot, but that mini game is not combat. And honestly, if you really want to get down and dirty, Slayer really isn't PVM. Slayer is killing monsters. You know, we've had this discussion on the show before. It's really not like bossing proper. And the rune pouch upgrade comes from a fucking raid, which is way harder to do your first time than it is Seracnus, right? Like people will probably get Seracnus going for combat achievements more than they will like just going for this proper. Like no one unless you already have the Seracnus CAs done, you have the pet and you have like 1,000 kills, you're not going to Seracnus to make money.
I mean,
You're
it's a good
you're
source of
going to
elite
like get the spider
clues,
silk. Yeah,
especially
I'm
because
just
it's
saying
AFK.
like this is like a guaranteed drop.
Hmm,
Unless you are a skiller account who can't get it. Is the pristine spider silk tradable?
untradeable.
It's
Says to
untradeable?
obtain this upgrade, you'd need the untradeable item pristine spider silk. I guess it like the thread is untradeable, so that lines up. I guess maybe that's where my whole dilemma in thinking is like this locks skillers out of a skilling item upgrade.
I mean, does it? They
Yeah,
have that dynamite. They have that
I don't think you're able
runes
to
of
kill.
recoil.
I think you're able to kill Seracnus with 10 HP, no prayers, with only dynamite and recoils. Doesn't seem possible unless somebody else does the damage and tanks for you. Maybe they can.
I'm just saying, I think that needing to or not needing to, but like discussing, hey, maybe we shouldn't have this come from Seracnus because skillers aren't gonna like it. That's just bad game design. Like, don't do that. Don't what's the term I'm looking for? Don't try to coddle such a small portion of the community.
I don't
I mean, at
necessarily
the end of the
look
day,
at it
I
like
don't.
coddling, but just
But
like staying on
like
theme.
you are catering to that poor, but staying on theme. then move the rune pouch upgrade to Mage Training Arena,
Hmm.
right? Like the theme is skilling item upgraded by PVM or a quest.
Well, here's my counter argument. Whenever you get a rune pouch and you're using it just for skilling, it's fine. 3 runes in your rune pouch, perfect. The
Mhm.
utility of the upgraded rune pouch is catered towards like combat and PVM because you need to have that 4th rune for certain spells. There are spells that take 4 runes. Having a way to alch while you're out and about, like teleporting around as well as having all of the runes in one place. Besides killing Yama, where you need all 4 runes in the pouch plus a couple extra ones, I can't think of a ton of different places where 4 runes is not enough. And so,
I mean,
in terms of skilling, 3 runes is fine. The upgraded rune pouch is really pandering, it's catering towards PVM. Now, the other thing is like the flip side of that argument that I could see, and I'm kind of like arguing with myself at this point. 30 of each herb is fine if you're a skiller. Like in most cases, the only time it ever becomes annoying is when you're doing herbivore and
but
you have
even
to
then,
go
it's only annoying
bank.
because it's Guams.
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah.
you
I was
get more
saying
Guams than anything
you
else.
have to go bank whenever Guam starts showing up. You're like, okay, time to take a break and go to the bank. So having it be at 100 is going to be, yeah, it's going to be kind of nice. But in most cases, you're going to use this at herbivore and probably nowhere else, unless some UIM tech that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Because like most of the time when I'm doing Slayer, I just like shift click empty the pouch, and we're good to go. I don't let it fill up to 30 slots before I empty it most of the time. So yeah, I could go either way, I guess. You've convinced me.
Sarachnis collection log, yippee.
Yippee! Now, you mentioned the raid unique broadcast is not a poll change, but why is it in this section? So
Brother,
weird.
I don't know.
It's so weird.
I
There's
don't know
no
if it's a
question
bug fix or
15.
what.
Yeah, so the last one here that's mentioned is it says finally we're looking at a small improvement to how raid unique drops are broadcasted. Previously, when a raid unique was broadcasted, the message would also include the grand exchange value. This extra bit of context helped put drops into perspective in the moment, whether you were the one getting one or watching it pop up in your clan. We'd like to bring that back. So raid unique broadcaster will once again show up with the item's GP value alongside the drop. Didn't know that was I just didn't
I didn't know
realize
they
that
turned
went
that
away.
off.
Yeah, when did that go away?
Like
And
we have
why?
valuable drops on, which is probably why we see the drops twice in RCC. So,
Sure.
okay, cool. Yeah, glad we're updating that. Didn't know this was a thing we needed to do, but
The only thing that this, like right at the end, they say we're looking at to reduce some unnecessary noise, and we're no longer broadcasting duplicate copies of the thread or the gems. And that kind of just,
W.
I mean, for bingo, that's going to make it harder to add those items as things that you can obtain,
Oh,
unless it still says you got one as an
d-
untradeable drop.
how? Screenshot the chest.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's the root. What?
Well, you could also screenshot the
you,
message
you,
on
you can,
the chat box.
but also just screenshot the chest.
You know what, dog?
That's always been
It's
a
early on a
rule.
Sunday.
It's 2 p.m. where you are. What?
I need an excuse, okay? I need an excuse.
Brother.
That's it. That's everything.
That's it. I finished the last probably 25 tormented demons I had during
Yeah.
that first section. Went back to Duradel, got a warped creatures task, said, yeah, no, we're
No
not doing
thanks.
that. Disabled warped creatures because I don't need to do them anymore. Got 198 greater demons.
Let's
So,
go.
I'm back in the fucking
Bro,
building again. We're
that's
going
like
right back to tormented demons, boys.
if you do
My
that
arc
whole
light,
task, that's
my
so much
Arclight
XP.
is sitting. My arc light is sitting at 150 charges. I need 2 synapses so goddamn bad. It's not even
You know what you
funny.
need to do at this point? Go do
Hmm.
your greater demons task in the catacombs for the ancient shards.
Nah, dude. I did think
Yeah,
about it, but
bro.
it seems like such a waste because, like, if I do all of my greater demons with my abyssal whip at tormented demons, right? Because turns out abyssal weapons also have some weird weakness for tormented demons, which is neat.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll use that, but if I waste time killing regular greater demons to go for shards, that's just meaning that I can get maybe 2 or 3 shards max per greater demon task. That's another 1,000 charges.
Yeah.
That equates to like maybe 50 tormented demons.
Oh my
Ask me
gosh.
how I know, right? Um I did an extensive amount of googling the other day to see if my arc light would fully degrade when it hits 0. I don't think it will.
It won't.
It won't degrade, which is
You'll need
cool.
shards to get it back though.
But yeah, so that's why I'm not fucking with that. I'm just gonna leave my arc light as it is and just kill him with a whip because once I get 2 synapses, we're chilling. I'll get 1 synapse, chuck it back in the pile, so we have like a neutral amount of synapses out there, and then I'll make my second synapse my amber light.
Hell yeah.
We'll see. Or maybe I'll make my amber light first and then use the second one because there's technically another free synapse to go around in the meantime. So we'll see how it goes. But man,
Or or
these
Oxie.
tormented demons are fucking crusty.
Or you could be like me and have 73 ancient shards in your bank, plus a fully infused arc light with 3,000
Mhm.
charges still. You could just be like me,
I could, but that would require me to play the game on the Iron Man a lot, and
which you love.
it's a big ask. It's a
You love that.
big ask for your boy, let me tell you.
What was it? 90 Slayer is your goal for this year, so you're gonna have to do it at some point.
I know, but I'm saying like that ain't gonna happen right now. I got too many tormented demons to go kill.
That's a
So
lot of
I'm
Slayer
gonna
XP
gear
though. Holy,
dude, 198 tormented demons is like 200k Slayer or something like
what
that.
would that put you at?
OSRS.
Close to 80?
No,
78? 79?
79-ish, maybe
That's close to
78,
80.
79.
I'm
I
right.
guess, yeah. When you put it like that, I suppose. How many 198 is well, not 1198. 198 is 210k, which will shoot me to about halfway through 78, maybe a third of the way through 78.
Hell yeah. 80 is when Slayer gets fun, in my opinion. You get Necreals and you can start bursting or barraging, and it's fast and it's good money, and the alchables are great. 80 is great. And then you can boost if you wanted to kill Abbey demons, but you don't need to because a whip was given to thee. I loved getting 80. 80 was a good level for me.
Slayer is just,
Don't say it. Moving on. That's it.
but you know it's true.
That's the
I don't know.
blog.
That is the blog. I'm going to use this break to go gear up for Tormented Demons. And you
Hell
guys
yeah.
are going to use this break to watch one of our commercials. Somebody left us a goal, I think. We'll talk about it in the second half
Ooh,
of
I'm
the
excited
episode.
for that.
To make 12 commercials in a year.
Okay.
That's about a commercial a month.
Yeah.
I think we can supplement that a little bit and take some months off in October when we do our Halloween commercials.
Yep.
But I don't actually hate that goal. So I don't know. Maybe maybe you guys can make commercials for us, as we've said a million times over.
Do it.
Who's to say?
Salted
You know?
Snail, aka Seth, has made 2, and they're fantastic. Splatmasters is not our creation. So take inspiration from our boy Seth and get in there, make us a commercial. We'll play it. We'll credit you. You can put your name on the screen. It'd be fun. We'll play
As long
it.
as it doesn't suck. If it's got to be a good commercial.
Listen, if it
though,
doesn't
you know?
suck, sure, but that's a low bar. My my sense of humor is like it's a low bar. Okay, so it's even if it sucks, it's probably gonna be funny. So,
But yeah, we're going to break. If you not see me not looking at the camera, I am unironically gearing up for more goddamn Tormented Demons. So we'll see you guys very soon after this.
Howdy there. My name is Farmer Grycolor, and this here's a tithe farm. Now, this here's not your general type of farming that you see around other folks doing. My plants are special. Why? Because they grow real fast. Now, if you're asking me, it is pretty simple. Plant, water, and pick. Now, this isn't all just for fun, no. I've got a little shop that my granddaughter helped me set up. Okay, well, I do gotta be honest with you. I don't take gold pieces. My shop only accepts points that get awarded by yours truly. You get points each time you bring in a harvest, so I'll be keeping track for you. Now, just to rattle off a couple things that might interest you, I've got an herb sack, a little box to put all your seeds and such, and one of the best outfits. I call it the farmer's outfit. Oh, and I have a service too where I can send folks out to take care of all your weeds. Woohoo! That one's my favorite. I sure do hate pulling weeds. It hurts my back. Come on down to the tithe farm and give it a try, and I'm sure you'll have some fun.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial break because I know that I sure did. This is the part of the show now where we shout out the patrons, the people who support us every week, every month, every year for some of them monetarily, and they're all wonderful. On screen right now are the wise old men. You guys are fantastic. You're wise. You're old. I don't think all of you are men. I'm gonna assume not. It just seems statistically kind of weird if you're all men, but you're all wise and you're all old. That's for sure. And you're all here in the recording booth. Not all of you. Would be fucking crazy if all of you. Should we have an episode where we are like, hey, we want to assemble the Patreon and just get all like couple hundred of you guys in a call at once? You know, like,
I mean, that's the
can we
idea
do
for the
that one
extra
day?
episodes, but never happens.
Well, I mean, the extra episodes were more work, and they were posted on a platform where nobody goes to watch content. Nobody goes to Patreon to watch a podcast.
True.
And then the YouTube streams, which by the way, Michael,
Still have to figure that out.
unless we do it on a Thursday night, I'm not gonna be able
Oh,
to make it Friday.
my gosh.
Maybe there'll be a live stream. Maybe no, probably not tonight. I gotta keep it a buck with you guys. Thinking of when this episode's gonna come out and what I have to do. It's tournament weekend, and I have one of my best friends turning 30 on Friday. So I
Wow.
will be out of commission for this weekend, and then probably the weekend after, if I'm being entirely honest. But yippee! We'll figure something out, patrons. Moving on from the wise old men, though, you guys are wonderful. We don't have any new patrons this month, I believe. No upgrades, nothing like that so far in January. So we're going to step on over to the KBD tier and shout out the folks in the OG shout out tier with Two to Fly, my dad. Hi, Dad. Cloud Kicker, Crash Out Jack, Elite Oreo Dunker, Glob Mob, Kieran, our third favorite Patreon supporter, Ralph, Rum Metal 15, Ryan M, Rylithian, Stragarius, and the Big G Jordy. Thank you all so much for your lovely support at the KBD tier. You guys are fantastic. And some of you guys have been here for so long. It's actually kind of crazy. So your long-term support really does mean the world to us. I promise that, like, I promise we know. We know, we see it, and you guys are awesome. Moving on over now to the Jad tier, the big bad Jads, as Michael calls them. I'm closing in on a sailing level, so I had to pop over and make sure I'm still salvaging. But starting off the Jad tier with Mr. Franz Skyway, Kyrandia, Mithril Fork, Petite River, Pirate Captain Satan 666, Yarg, Rack and Roll. I feel like I haven't seen the name Rack and Roll in forever. Did he change his name? Or has it always been there in the Jad tier? I feel like I haven't seen Rack and Roll in a minute. Unless I'm stupid and have just glazed over the name. I don't think I've seen Rack and Roll in a hot minute. Soggy Waffles, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the thing you want me to say for the Bears. The down thing, I'm not saying it. I had to watch a playoff game where my rival and my ex both played each other, and I wanted the stadium to explode and nobody to win. Also, nobody to get hurt, but nobody to win. And somebody ended up winning, and I'm upset about it. So, yeah, I hope Ben Johnson specifically loses. Anyways, the S tier Deviled Egg, and if you guys are in the league's Discord, you might recognize this name, Woloznik. That's a fun fact for you. I think it's the same person, anyways. He's got a mutual friend with Michael, and he's in our Discord, so it's probably the same guy. But he added everyone in the league's Discord, so maybe Woloznik is our fucking J-Mod leak that we always joke about. Maybe Woloznik has been the one the entire time where he'll listen in the recording booth chat and go, let's do the opposite of that. That maybe it's been him the entire time.
I think it has.
Maybe it's been him.
Or he
I don't
reads
know
through the recording booth chat, you know?
It could be. Who knows, right? But shout out to Woloznik and everyone else in the Jad tier. I don't know what the shirt game is going to look like. I don't know if the shirt game, there's going to be new ones here soon. Are you guys coming up on that? Do we need to make new shirts because it's a new year, like a new calendar year? We don't know what that's going to look like. So ideally, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
What if we don't?
If we don't, that's just status quo for Xpwaste.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of do be, unfortunately. That said, though, if you want to support us, you can head over to patreon.com/Xpwaste and support for as little as $1 a month. Shout out to the gnome children. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. Hope your new year starts with Xpwaste in your ear holes. Speaking of ear holes, Michael's going to fill them by telling us about the community question.
Hello, and welcome back to the community question section for 2026. The first one we're going to read. I think we may have read one on the second, but this is the first one anyway. It's not. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we asked you guys if you had any stretch goals for Oxie and I, and boy, did y'all turn out. And we have a few here on Spotify that we're going to start with, and a few on YouTube. So starting out on Spotify, DJ says, the Taco Daddy, in parentheses, so hello, Taco Daddy. Stretch goal for Oxie would be to get the budget setup achievement in the Inferno.
Yeah. I've almost got it. I almost got it 4 times. I made it to Zuck with a Bofa quite a bit. So that achievement, if you've not looked into it, I don't think they have updated it. You can get that achievement by bringing a max mage shadow.
Oh.
So it's a budget setup because you don't have a twisted bow.
Oh gosh.
But you absolutely can, to my knowledge, still take a T-bow. Or not a T-bow. You can still take a shadow. Yeah, budget setup without equipping a twisted bow. They haven't changed it. So you do a mage only run if you really want to.
Easy peasy. Next up, Fizzman15 says stretch goal for the boys is Dragon Cup in leagues. I have faith, especially if Chaos creates a tracker. Dragon Cup. I wasn't even close to Dragon Cup in any of the past leagues.
Job. I don't know if I can do that.
I have a job. It's funny. Yeah, that's a stretch goal for sure. That is definitely stretching it a little bit, unfortunately. So maybe not Fizzman, but we'll see. Next up, Hypoflare says Michael's goal is to achieve the Elite Combat achievement level, which I think maybe that was not on my list, and then Oxie's should camp out Yama to get his own oath plate on the GIM, I'm assuming, or maybe on the main.
On the main, I think he's talking about, and I quite like that plan. That's actually was my plan to begin with.
Oh, sick.
Is to just Iron Man my own oath plate. But if I go with people who can split, obviously I'll take a little money, and I'm not going to be a piece of shit and be like, oh yeah, I'm only FFA, right? Because that sucks. But, if I'm going with people who can't split, I'll just keep it and have my own upgraded oath plate because my character looks like ass. But yeah, I like that goal. I do like that goal. That's one of the goals that I actually like, and I can probably do.
Write it down. Write that down. Next up, Dice Hunter. Oxie alluded to this one. My stretch goal for you two is to make 12 or more new commercials throughout the year. Good luck. Thank you, Dice Hunter. I think that's going to happen. I
was going to say, we got to plan something soon then, because this isn't a goal that we can fall behind on and expect to finish at the end of the year.
But that's only 6 each. Yeah. And you're gonna make 4 in October anyway, so that's only 2 for you. That would be like tripling the amount of commercials I've made ever. So I think I've made 3. It'd be
You made
doubling
Fat
it.
Tony. You made Ardoyan.
And I made Tithe Farm.
Tithe Farm. We don't ever use Tithe Farm.
Hey, that was the commercial for this episode. How crazy. 'Cause of the
Wow,
herb
that's
sack.
wild. Yeah. We don't ever use it except for when we just did right there. Thank God we knew that ahead of time.
Hey. Anyway, moving on. Melvin Man says Michael's super secret stretch goal that he alluded to. Take fencing lessons, enter the same fencing tournament as Oxie without telling him, then try to defeat Oxie in the tournament when he visits. Okay. Like with all the time that I have, I'll totally do that. I don't even know if there's a fencing club near me. I'll have to find out. But damn, that's
Let
quite
me
the stretch
look.
goal.
Let me look. Holy shit, there actually is.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a couple of them, actually.
Oh,
There's
okay.
top 10 best fencing clubs in your area. What the hell?
Wow.
Oh, I'm looking this shit up because I got to see how close this is relative to where you are.
Actually, that was the last one on Spotify. So Melvin Man, that was it. You were the last comment on Spotify. Now moving on to our YouTube replies, where we asked you basically the same question: if you had any stretch goals for us to complete in the new year. And starting at the top, we have Arctis Hers says, touch your toes while standing. I heard that's a hard stretch. Interesting. Oxy's about to do
Want to see
it.
some crazy shit my physical therapist taught me? Can you see my feet?
Nope.
Hold
no
on.
feet. No feet in the.
You're about to see some feet for free on the podcast.
Damn.
Maybe
Okay.
we can
Okay.
tighten that up a bit.
He's gonna-
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Right?
Took
Roll
the
my
headphones
old
off.
man back out a little bit.
You can't hear me. Oh, there he goes. You can
You see a
touch his
slight
toes.
bend in the knee, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah.
old.
Okay.
But if you try, right? If you try to touch your toes and you can't, do a little 180 spin,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Do a little spin, you'll immediately
Do a
be
little
able to get
spin.
back down and touch your toes. It's crazy. Watch this
Do
shit,
it.
right?
Touch
See,
your
without bending my knees,
toes.
this is how far we get, right?
Okay.
Little, that's not 180.
You're bending your knees.
Weird as fuck, isn't it?
No, because you just bent your knees the second time.
Less so, though, is what I'm saying. Just try it at home. If you can't touch your toes, try to touch your toes
Okay.
and then do a little spinny do
Interesting.
and then touch them.
Okay. Thank you for that demonstration. Free toes on
no
the
problem.
pod.
Free toes on the
this-
pod and a goal already completed, bitch.
This YouTube video will be our most popular for some reason. Like most watched.
Wild
they're
how that
already
works out.
screenshotted.
Mind you,
Sheesh.
Brian M has been banned from the Discord. There's no way. There's no fucking way. My man insta snipped my toes. That's crazy.
Oh gosh. Okay, next up though, we have something in the similar vein for a stretch goal. Get it? Spencer says, do yoga once a week. That's the stretch goal from Spencer. Thank you, Spencer D. We're not gonna do yoga. I might have to do yoga. Man, I am.
You could benefit from
I'm
some yoga,
old, brother.
old man.
Yeah, these bones are cracking. We have 2 more. Next one up is Sarah Doman 992, a fan favorite over here. For Michael, number 1, one raids mega rare in his name on the GIM clog required. Okay. I mean that might be fun. But, it's hard to make goals out of RNG. Like it's hard to anyway. Next up for Oxie, a quiver
Uh-oh.
on the
I was like,
GIM.
this isn't going to be good. If it's Sarah Doman 992, it's not going to be good. I already could tell you that. But Quiver on the GIM, I'm sick that day. I don't know if I can do it. We'll see.
You're sick. Quiver on the GIM. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Last one here is going to be from Schmidtstain. He says, number 1 for Oxy, finish first in a fencing tournament. Maybe pull bench warmers and bring the IM12 birth certificate. What does that mean? Is it a movie reference?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh. And then And then number 2 for Oxie is win a bingo for once.
Wow. Okay. Harsh. I'm trying. Harsh.
You got this. And then for me, for Michael, number 1, teach your kid to ride a bike. Not sure how old he is, but it feels like he's about that age. Question mark. Yeah, he's about that age, and I will do it. I promise. And then number 2 for me is grow your business. We believe in you. Thanks, King. Mwah. I will do that also. He said, also, perhaps the Discord has fallen from what it once was. Not one message asking about Inferno progress. Perhaps this is no longer objectively the best best RuneScape Discord ever.
Was
So-
that
That's Schmidtstain, who said, Oxie, I need your help
yeah, okay.
to get my Inferno.
Busco
Not
beat?
one.
Yeah, don't we
Not
yeah,
one
don't worry,
message.
motherfucker. I already wrote you down for achievement of the week, and I'll say it ahead of time. How's that Infernal Cape coming along, big dog? Because I'm looking at this motherfucker. Hold on, let me find it. I'm looking at 99 sailing.
That's not
It
Inferno.
ain't very wet in the Inferno, brother. Get your ass in.
Get your ass in there. Also, here's a fun comment from Tyler. They said, at Oxie, isn't a crystal bow pretty much free for Ironman range training? Just got like 4 of them, and it's easy. You don't have to use the bone crossbow at the crab. He's right.
Well, probably.
Also, Mr. I don't have ammo. I have like 10,000 rune arrows, and you have an MSBI. Get to shooting. I'm putting them in group storage right now.
Michael, I'm already shooting. I'm shooting these fucking tormented demons.
Oh, that's true.
I'm already shooting enough.
That's true. You got it. It's true. All right, folks, that's it for the community question. Thanks so much for everyone who answered the question from 2 weeks ago. If you want to answer this week's question, it will be, if you could combine 2 items, just like they did with the Holy Molies and the Slayer Helm, if you can combine 2 items to make a cosmetic similar in vein to those, what would the 2 items be? And I'll have that worded more eloquently in the comment section. So you can answer that in the comment section on Spotify, or you can reply to the pinned comment on this YouTube video. Shooting it on over now to Oxie for achievement of the week.
Hi, folks. You heard the man. It's time for achievement of the week. We are going to talk about achievement of the week. There is a fencing club, Michael, I swear to God, down the road from where you live.
Let's go.
I kid you not. He's down the road from where you live.
I gotta love with you, buddy. If I was going to do anything extracurricular, it would probably be jujitsu. But I hear fencing
Why?
can give you quite the workout. Because I want to learn self-defense, and like it's a good I've heard jujitsu is really good for the mental health.
Yeah, probably. But also sword fighting. Think about it.
But also sword fighting. It's true.
Yeah, literally it is down the street. You take the main road that you live on
Yeah, yeah.
and you turn left on, you can bleep that out. Turn left on, it's right there.
Sick.
So not that far at all.
I know where
Am
that's
I
at,
s-
actually.
Am I stupid? Where's your street? I know what street you live on. It's not showing.
Is it east?
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, there it is. It's east of where you live. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Reputable? You would go there if you lived where I live?
Fucker, I've never been. I need to
Well,
look
you
up
need to-
what weapon do they fence?
Look it up.
I'm here. I'm here. Let's see. It looks like we are blah 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 blah. For more info, visit gallery.
I don't
It
wanna
looks like
kill
it's
hellhounds.
predominantly epee. Oh, it's predominantly epee. I absolutely think you could do this. Yeah, epee is your perfect speed.
Maybe I'll go and do a sample class, see if they have one of those. That'd be fun. We should have done that while you
Say-
were here.
Let me see. Is this the other one that looks like it's in Texas? Looks like it's a saber club, which is the weapon that I fence. But
Saber
I don't know how
just
to find
sounds
it.
cooler.
It is cooler. You're built for epee.
I'm built for epee. Okay.
Yes. Think you're built for epee. But yeah, it is time now for achievement of the week. I think I'm just taking over, even if it's
No,
not.
you're
So-
you're good.
We're gonna jump right into achievement of the week here, folks. We're gonna start off in the combat category this week, where we have Laser and 877 Cash Now JG, Casey Cheesh, you've heard the name before, both got their fire cape for the first time ever. And I say that because 877 Cash Now keeps wording it like it's on the iron, which to me indicates that he has another account somewhere. And I just don't know if they do or don't have another account, which is why I kind of say it with a tone of sarcasm. If not, hell yeah, first fire cape. Well, Laser TNL Learner has like Blood Torva on his main. So that's why I'm like, yeah, first fire cape. Great job, guys. We do have some first fire capes, which are awesome. The very same Cash Now completed Gauntlet for the first time. And Zabfin also completed Gauntlet for the first time. Remac, whose name is pronounced Remac, by the way, not remake. We did talk about it. Remac is medium combat achievements on the new hardcore Iron Man that he remacked. But anyways, Narad 21 also got master combat achievements. I don't know if he got them back or got them for the first time. I don't actually remember. PT Belt and Melbourne 44 both achieved their quiver this past couple of weeks, because it has been a couple of weeks since we've had a recording booth session together. Thermostrike completed Blood Torva. Hell yeah. Thermostrike completed Blood Torva, which we'll talk about here because you might hear his name again. We'll see. And then finally, kicking off the new year, D4 Drake achieved his Infernal Cape this week. I thought D4 Drake already had an Infernal Cape. I'm not going to lie. I already thought you had a cape. But hell yeah, you can finally play the game. It's not the hardest thing you'll ever do, but damn if it isn't one of the most mentally taxing. So good on you, mate. Hell yeah. That's the combat achievement section this week. Moving on over to the skilling section this week with the double-double. Remac has achieved 99 defense on the very same hardcore Iron Man. Apex Wolf has achieved 99 Slayer and 2200 total level. Nick Flamel has achieved 99 farming. Tekuri Nui has achieved 99 Slayer. At least that's how I think you say that. Tekuri Nui, maybe? Paul Moadib has achieved 99 sailing. Evil on Olive has achieved 99 sailing. TNL Coldfire has achieved 99 mage, a name I've not seen in a long time. Captain Buddyfire has achieved 99 Slayer in RS3. Busco Beep has achieved 99 sailing. How's that Infernal Cape going, big dog? How's it going? Greatest Discord in the world. Here we are. Everybody at him.
Do it right now.
Everybody at him. At Busco Beep.
Busco
Ask him
Beep.
how the Infernal Cape is doing. He wants to kick the Hornet's Nest? We'll kick it. Get in there, brother. I believe in you. Smoothcore has achieved 99 attack. Mima has achieved 99 sailing, a name we don't often hear in the skilling category, though we did hear it recently with the 200 mil range. Second Rat Druid, or Cole, achieved 99 mining. Cole, I want to have a word. Everybody else can go sit in the other room for a second. Is everybody gone? Okay, cool. It's just Cole. Perfect. Cole, why, when I pulled up your page for Achievement of the Week, why did you have 99 mining and that's it? Michael, do you want to guess what this man's total level is? 418 or 413, something like that. He posted and said, I realized that this probably wasn't the best method, but by the time I realized that it wasn't the best method, I didn't want to leave until I had the cape. Cole, Michael can leave the room now again. Cole, it's okay to get some help if you need it, bud. You don't need to do that to yourself ever again. Because what the fuck?
They're already done.
Yeah, you're done. Thankfully, you don't have to do that ever again. But like, dog, that is, I looked, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, another 99 mining. And then I saw some like follow up like in your post, and I was like, does that motherfucker have a 3-digit total level with 9? But it's not even like everything else is like base 50s. It's like all the member skills are level 1. It's like he got membership, went to Motherlode Mine, never left, and it's just been raw dogging MLM. And like, I have to pull up the actual screenshot now. I have to do it.
This is great.
I have to pull up the screen. Also, Ghost K just got Blorva, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know how I didn't that he did that. at 3:29, it's 4 p.m. So that was added after we already did. So hell yeah, Ghost K shouting that out this week. I have to scroll up and find this post because this is the most. I want to use the term vile, but that seems a little too mean. Like hold on, let me see where we're at. Okay, yeah. So it can't be far from here. All right. Did the whole thing AFK at Motherload Mine. By the time I realized it wasn't a great idea. I was too deep in and didn't want to do anything else until I had a skill cape. My man's has level 99 mining, level 53 smithing, level 1 farming, sailing, slayer, hunter, runecrafting, construction, crafting, magic, ranged.
That's my guy.
It's okay to get some help if you need it.
It's amazing.
It really is. 418 total level is a fucking absurd.
That's hilarious because
Get
100 of those are mining.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on
So
from
good.
that atrocity.
No, it's not an atrocity.
Peabods has achieved 99 agility. Hutch A has achieved 99 herblore. Buckets has achieved 99 sailing. And Odd Trout has achieved 99 sailing. Doombar has achieved 99 sailing. Sibling, wait for it, has achieved 99 sailing. But Next Lover has, you're never going to fucking believe this, achieved 99 sailing. And KCT has achieved, shockingly enough, 99 agility. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, nice.
We do have some other total levels. Lil Drakey and Rune both achieved 2K total level, as well as Kai Mobile. And then finally, Mithril Fork achieved 2200 total level. We're going to round things out in the miscellaneous category. You guys know that if the miscellaneous category is ever last, there's always some big ones in there.
Mm.
So kicking us off, Jose PH has achieved their Quest Cape. W, the DS2 Quest Cape finish. Big one. We love to see it. Sudtone, Shady, and Thermostrike all got their music capes this week. All three of them. But Sudtone said, fuck it. That's not enough. I'm going to get my diary cape too.
Let's go.
So we got 3 music capes and 1 diary cape, but those are good, but not often what we really fiend to shout out in the miscellaneous category. No. Because Hutche with the double and Wheat Toast, I believe only the second time that this has ever happened on the show, Hutche and Wheat Toast have both achieved their Champions Cape. I believe this is only the second time that we have had 2 people get a Champions Cape in the same week. So congratulations
Hell yeah.
on your Champions Capes, y'all. You guys are wild. Not as wild as Cole, but you guys are wild. And I think maybe someday I'll do a Champions Cape grind because it seems like just the next logical thing. Like get your Champions Cape, clog it up, have a good time with it. But yeah, congratulations to you guys and congratulations to everyone who did something awesome this week on Achievement of the Week. If you did something awesome, head over to our Discord, discord.gg/OSRSTNL, and post about it in the Levels and Achievements chat, where we will have every single achievement posted about and every achievement celebrated, even if they're not shouted out, right? So many people have gotten 99 sailing to remax their accounts, but a lot of what you don't hear get shouted out is like elite diaries, right? People have been going on diary sprees recently, finishing hard in elite diaries left and right to further progress their account. We had somebody post just earlier today, actually, that quest requirements were what they did. That was their big achievement. They got base 70s on all like the major quest requirements for like Song of the Elves, DT2, stuff like that, which is awesome. So shout out to you, VC Lance, for getting your quest requirements done. But even if we don't shout it out, it doesn't mean it's not worth talking about. So head over to the Discord and do it because it's cool. Go do it. We'd love to have you here. And order has finally been restored. Bingo is over. The holidays are over. And that means that we have Sunday Raiders back in full swing. So big ups to everybody. Michael, it's about time we wrap this show up. It's been about 2 hours and 20 minutes on my recording track, but I know it hasn't been nearly close to that. Michael loves when I do this, which is why I do it so repetitively.
Every time.
Because I like letting the people behind the curtain.
Oh my gosh.
I am not some content creator phantasmal enigma here. We're real with the people.
We
We're
are.
letting them know
Yeah.
that we took a pretty long break to heat up some pasta so yeah, we have been going for about 2.5 hours. But I don't know what you want
There's
from
no
me.
relevance to them because it's probably
Doesn't matter.
closer to
Pasta was bomb.
2 hours in
That's all you gotta know.
in 4 minutes. But
Pasta was bomb.
pasta was bomb.
Anyways,
I want pasta now.
Michael, let's wrap it up here.
Let's wrap it up. I have
Do you have a fun question for us this week?
I have more than a fun question, Oxie. I have
Oh boy.
the opportunity of a lifetime for you and I in the form of a getaway, a romantic getaway for the two of us, if you will.
Hot dog.
And
Okay.
that getaway is going to be at 11 a.m. at Natural Bridge, Virginia, where you and I, will get to experience something so beautiful. The marriage between Amanda and Nathan. Because we, my friend, I'm going to block out these names, were sent a wedding invitation. Let's go. They will be receiving a wedding gift from us. I don't know what it is, but be on the lookout for that. Amanda and Nathan, June 26th, they're getting married. Please wear comfortable, casual attire for a brief hike. We already know what to pack. This is great. So we got a fun question. We got our wedding invitation, which I'm going to censor their last names and then put it up on the board. But it did come with a postcard. So went to check out our wedding venue. One of my goals for 2026. And of course, I had to include an invite for my favorite podcast. So thank you, Nathan and Amanda. Fun question. Do you have a favorite gnome food that you would actually want to try? So thank you to Nathan and Amanda. I'm not sure which one of you is the listener, but we're just going to thank both of you and celebrate your love.
I really love that we got invited to a wedding. I love that you guys are shouting us out and like doing all that. That is fantastic. Respectfully, I have no idea who you guys are. So to help us out, give us a screen name or something.
Didn't get a username
that-
here.
Yeah, I don't know. Give us a screen name. So maybe it's those people who had us sign the DMed at fucking Runescape.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. But yeah, just go in the Xpwaste chat and like.
If
just
you're
drop
Amanda
your
or
username.
Nathan, if you're Amanda or Nathan, let us know, please, and give us the username because we're not on first name basis around these parts. I am because I chose that, but a lot of people just prefer their screen name. So, not once on this whole card did we get a screen name, but Nathan and Amanda, shout out to you.
Honestly, I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you guys. I'm so excited for the wedding. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah,
a little bit of a hike that you guys have. I hope your guys' wedding is beautiful, and it's gonna be great. That's gonna be fantastic.
I'm going. I don't know about you. We got invited, so it's a good excuse to go to Virginia. I'll meet you there.
I don't know these people.
That's fine, but we're just gonna show up. Free food. It's a wedding.
Oh man,
goodness gracious. It's in the mountains. How can you say no? Xpwaste will pay for it. Actually, it's fine. But do you have a favorite gnome food?
Is that our 2026 meetup? Is that this this apparently random couple's wedding? Is that our 2026 meetup? Like, I'm sure you're not random. I'm sure they're gonna like put a message out and be like, "Hey, it's me," and we're gonna look like fucking assholes.
No,
We'll
you
be like,
are.
oh, this person's
Don't
been in the
rope-
community for 3 fucking years.
Don't
Why
rope
didn't I
me
know
into
their
this.
first name? Like,
Usually on wedding invitations, you get like their like government name too. So if it was like a random Nate that we've been talking to forever and now suddenly it's Nathan, then that's gonna be awkward. But I'm sure we know of them. If they want to send us a wedding invitation, they're probably around, hopefully.
or it's real parasocial. Like I'm gonna imagine we're gonna be aware of them, or it's like we've probably hung out with them in VC, we've probably done content.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Maybe we've been on bingo teams with them. Who knows? Or I don't know.
But this is a postcard. Do you have a favorite gnome food? Stop milking it.
Do I have a favorite gnome
Gnome food
food?
that
I
you would
mean,
actually like to try.
the chocolate Saturday was pretty bomb. I'm not gonna lie. The one that Fizzle
The drink,
recommended to us.
yeah. But that's not a
Michael, did I
food.
tell you that for Christmas I got the RuneScape cookbook? I think I did. They have
Nope.
recipes
You didn't tell me.
for they have recipes
Whip that
for
sucker out.
some of this. Let's see here. Off the top of my head, the chocolate bomb and the cheese and tomato bata.
Oh
Don't
my
sound too
gosh.
bad.
Chocolate bomb. I want to know. I want to know what toad crunchies are. I get it's just toad legs with some spice. But is there a real world equivalent? Do I have to eat toad leg?
I suppose we'll find out here momentarily.
Chocolate crunchies, they're just cookies. So chocolate crunchies sound good. Cheese and tomato bata also sounds good. You know, it wouldn't be a Friday night with the boys if we didn't have a worm bata on the table somewhere.
Getting wormy with it, yeah.
A toad bata, fruit bata, a fruit bata.
She worm on my bata till I Gianni.
Oh my
know?
gosh. Chocolate bomb. Equileaves is like what? What did Modash say that
Bay
was?
leaves.
Bay leaves. So chocolate and bay leaves. Another interesting combo. I'm hungry, so all of this sounds good. But yeah, number one for me is the cheese and tomato bata because that just sounds like pizza.
Let me
Bata,
see. Let me
eat
get to
it.
page 121 here.
Bata, eat it.
Oh, look at that. Perfect. There's a recipe here for batas. Perfect. There's the cheese and tomato bata and the worm bata right here in the book. So
The
let's,
worm bata is in there?
let's say to make the worm bata,
Oh my gosh.
cut. Okay. So the worm bata, we'll look at the ingredients here. 1 large onion or 2 medium onions, 8 teaspoons of grated Parmesan cheese, and 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Because they have a recipe for they have in the book.
Yeah.
You can make the Gianni dough.
Ooh.
It's like one of the first recipes is the actual dough
Okay.
that you'll need. So this is like the Gianni dough that you'll use. And then we'll use the Gianni dough for the batas, presumably. It says, turn 1 ball of dough into flour, work the surface, stretch the dough into 13 centimeters or 5 inches long, dust it with flour, transfer the parchment paper, bake it for about 20 minutes until deep golden brown. And then for the worm bata, cut the onions into about 1/2 inch slices and cook over medium-low heat. 2 tablespoons of oil and a 1/4 tablespoon of salt for about an hour in a heavy bottom saucepan, stirring frequently. So you're basically caramelizing the onions.
The
here for a
onions are
little
the
bit.
worms, Oxie.
You may notice brown bits sticking to the bottom of the pan. Add a splash of water, blah, blah, blah. Repeat as needed until the onions are deeply browned, soft, and caramelized. Divide the onions, Parmesan cheese, and mozzarella evenly amongst each roll, topping while the rolls are still hot. Return to the oven for 3 to 5 minutes until the cheese is melted. Serve warm or at room temperature.
Oh,
Keep stored in an airtight container and eat within 3 days. Now, if I
Delicious.
were cheese and tomato bata, pretty straightforward. If I was a betting man, that might be what the worm bata looks like.
ooh.
I could fuck with if that's a worm bata, I could fuck with a worm bata, you know?
Yeah, same. Any
You
of
got
the
some
batas.
pizza
Give me
in
any
here,
bata.
and then gnome bowls, bread bowls as well could be interesting.
Are those bread
oh no.
bowls?
No, actually, I lied.
Are the gnome
They're
bowls
just-
supposed to be bread bowls?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
But then for drinks, right? The Blurberry Special is a lemon drop. Don't know where in the world we would have gotten that from. Because lemon wedge, vodka, limoncello, fresh squeezed lemon juice. Isn't there not that in the Blurberry Special? It does actually sound kind of delicious, though. Chocolate Saturday, the mocha martini, and the short green dye with the Midori sour. So we can actually have some pretty legit RuneScape themed drinks at our next anniversary episode.
hell yeah.
Look at that.
Which is not far off. It's like 2 months away. So I'm going with any of the batas, but I'm a huge sucker for a bread bowl. I didn't realize that those were bread bowls.
I do fuck with a bread bowl.
And
I
if
mean,
we're
what did you think they were?
I don't know. I just thought, they put stuff in an actual like clay bowl and not they cut the top out of a bread to make it a delicious delivery system for soup.
I mean, you have to bake the Gianni dough. You have to bake the Gianni dough in the bata tin.
Yeah. Well, I'm hungry now, so I'm going with the cheese and tomato bata. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Lovely. Well,
Maybe the gnomes didn't have it bad after all, you know?
yeah, who thought they did?
I don't know. Well, they're eating worms, so that's a whole different story.
Don't insult their culture. You don't know if that's good or not, you know? You have no idea.
I have no idea, I guess.
Anyways,
thank you, Amanda.
That's about
and
as good as
Nathan.
that fun question is
Yeah.
going to get. Thank you, Amanda and Nathan. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, love you guys. Congratulations on the wedding invite date.
We're saving it.
Yeah, where that date's been saved. Don't worry. That's the end of the episode, I think. Unless there's anything pressing to discuss. I do believe that's the end of the episode. It's been a fun one. First one back that we've recorded in 2026. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave you guys. If you want more of us, there's a link tree in the description. You can check us out. Michael and I have been so inactive on social media, so you're probably not going to find us there. But come hang out in the Discord. The Discord is the best place to find us, the best place to interact with both Michael and I and the rest of the community as a whole is totally on the Discord. So go check it out. We will see you guys next week for another episode because I don't know what the topic is going to be, but we'll see you guys here very soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.